December 23rd. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." Matthew 2, 1 and 2. We have all heard the carol, "We Three Kings of Orient Are," or read the stories about the three wise men. Well, the Bible neither calls them kings nor wise men, but magi. Who are the magi? Barclay writes, Herodotus, a 5th century BC Greek historian, has certain information about the magi. He says that they were originally a Median tribe. The Medes were part of the empire of the Persians. They tried to overthrow the Persians and substitute the power of the Medes. The attempt failed. From that time, the Magi ceased to have any ambitions for power or prestige and became a tribe of priests. They became in Persia almost exactly what the Levites were in Israel. They became the teachers and instructors of the Persian kings. In Persia, no sacrifice could be offered unless one of the Magi was present. They became men of holiness and wisdom. These Magi were men who were skilled in philosophy, medicine, and natural science. They were soothsayers and interpreters of dreams. This particular group of Magi would have had the legacy of a prominent Jewish prophet, Daniel. He was appointed chief of the magicians, enchanters, astrologers, and diviners in the Babylonian kingdom by Nebuchadnezzar. The Medo-Persian Empire conquered Babylon, and Daniel had a prominent position under Darius the Mede and Cyrus the Persian as well. The Magi would have had access to Daniel's writings and prophecies. They would most likely have studied them closely. They would have known about Daniel's prophecy concerning the Messiah in connection with Jerusalem. The company of the Magi would have been searching the skies in expectancy around this time, looking for a sign to confirm Daniel's prophecy. And when it came, they discerned it correctly. No one is exactly sure what kind of heavenly light or phenomenon they saw, but it stirred the Magi to travel to another land to worship a king. Barclay comments on the global significance of this birth of a baby boy in a tiny Jewish village. There is not the slightest need to think that the story of the coming of the Magi to the cradle of Christ is only a lovely legend. It is exactly the kind of thing that could easily have happened in that ancient world. When Jesus Christ came, the world was in an eagerness of expectation. Men were waiting for God, and the desire for God was in their hearts. They had discovered that they could not build the golden age without God. It was to a waiting world that Jesus came, and when he came, the ends of the earth were gathered at his cradle. It was the first sign and symbol of the world conquest of Christ. Today's decree: Jesus was born King of the Jews, but he is now King of Kings and Lord of Lords.